Hello, welcome back to Titan Souls. Last time we did the thing. We killed the heart, the eye, and the brain, and we have little hand monster dude left to kill. A lot of the other stuff from the first video was mostly exaggeration. I don't actually hate this game. I'm just not a big fan of this type of game, but by no means do I hate it. Ooh, I like this music. However, I'm dead. I remember why I didn't like this game. I'm starting to remember now. But I mean, I already bought it. I might as well play it, whether it's for the channel or on my own. Because the thing is, I really never would play this game outside of the channel. This is only a thing that I would do for a video. Because I really only, like I said, the real reason I bought this game was to support the developers. Because I have no interest in this game outside of the people who made it. I don't know if I bought the soundtrack. I absolutely did for Death's Door, because I adore the soundtrack. I don't think I did for this. But, I don't know. It's also, lore-wise, it's important for whatever reason. I don't know. I do have more stream updates. I'm going to stream either Tuesday or Thursday. Because it's... You were not done slamming your hand on me. That sounds weird. Outside of those 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday, I really don't have another day this week that I will be able to stream. And I'm going to be gone basically all of next week for some reasons that I'm not going to talk about. Just like personal family stuff, if you really want to know. But for that reason, I will be gone. And I'm going to try... I'm going to try my hardest to get videos out during that time. I'm just going to pre-record and pre-edit a bunch of stuff, because on YouTube you can schedule, or says schedule. I just learned today, Australians, and apparently British people pronounce it schedule, I think, and that blew my mind, because I've never heard that before, and it just rocked me, and it sent me, like, somewhere else. So... You can schedule, or however they say it. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's wild. Schedule just throws me. I don't know why. It just blows my mind. Anyway, you can schedule things on YouTube for a certain release date. I don't know how far in advance. There's a limit, but in a week in advance you can do it. So I'm basically going to do the same thing when I went on my trip, like, I don't know, a few weeks ago, where I'm going to film stuff and then I'm going to edit it and hope it gets out. But no, I'm going to be gone for the whole week. So videos and updates may come out sparingly, if at all. It just really depends. Nope. See, I believe I have to hit the heart, I guess, or the little pink thing inside this stone creature. But the stone hand blocks it, so I have to be precise in the timing of when to fire the arrow and strike it. And I don't know if it's like all the other ones where you just have to hit it once and it's dead. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. But the first things first, I have to survive and not get crushed. So if I can do that, then we're going to be in good shape. Nope. So yeah, I'm going to be streaming. I will be streaming Tuesday or Thursday. Blocking out time is a thing. And then I did the speed test thing, and my Wi-Fi should be fine. It should be good, but I don't know. I personally, when I do stuff, it kind of buffers a lot when I'm watching other people's streams or watching even just like YouTube. So I hope it works. I don't know. We're gonna see. It should be fine, but knowing me, nothing ever goes the way I plan. So I don't know if anyone does this. I pre-plan scenarios in my head, or like if I'm gonna have a conversation with someone. No. Oh, that's fast timing. That's hard. But what I was saying is, I don't know how to put this, but like I imagine scenarios in my head like before they happen. So if I'm gonna have a conversation with someone, I think about like 10 different ways the conversation can go, and never once has this failed. It never goes the way I plan, not once, has a conversation gone the way it does in my head. And so, the stream is not at all going to go the way I have it thinking in my head. And I am planning for things to go wrong. So maybe that's a good thing, but also I'm planning for it to also be a good stream. So that might not be a good thing. But we'll just see. We'll find out. At the moment, I'm researching programs to stream. I think I'm going to stream on YouTube. I know I said I wouldn't do Twitch. Well, I never said that. I said I didn't like Twitch. And I don't. I really don't like Twitch. This is the perfect time for sirens to happen. I'm going to pause for a moment. You know, such are the perks of living directly next to a fire station. I know I said I really didn't want to do Twitch, and I still don't, but it's looking like it's going to be between Twitch or YouTube, quite frankly. There's a few other platforms I haven't looked into yet, but at this point, I'm planning on streaming, by the time I'm filming this, in like 2 days. So I don't exactly have a lot of time to really try and figure it out, especially because this week is going to be incredibly busy for me. God, September has just been really busy altogether. My calendar is full of so many events, which is weird because I hardly use the calendar on my phone. But it has no, I can't count. 16. Where am I? There are 16 events on my calendar, and for comparison, in October there's 2. In August there was 5. And then there's 16 in September. So September has been a very busy month. It's been rough. A lot of things have happened. Like I said, it's been the post I made where it's like it's been an emotionally draining week. That was the entire month basically. So September has been very busy. So at the max, I'm only going to be able to stream twice. But I don't know, depending on how it goes, I might only stream once this month. And I don't know if I'm going to develop a regular streaming schedule or it's just going to be stream when I feel like it kind of thing. Timing is an interesting thing. And then at some point in the future, I don't know when, I don't know how soon, but I'm going to potentially get a job editing. So for someone else, and so my time will be divided. And so if I'm doing 3 videos a week and then 2 streams a week plus editing for someone else, I'm gonna be pretty busy. So yeah, that was gonna crush me. So there's a lot that will be happening for me in the future, but it's fine. I mean, I enjoy this. I'd consider this a job. I enjoy my job. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy entertaining people, even if it's at my own expense. And I enjoy editing videos. It can be draining sometimes, you know. No job's perfect. I have to remember what it is, but there is some sort of biblical aspect to this game. Nope. Oh, I hit the edge. But no, there was some biblical aspect to this game, like something to do with David from like the David and Goliath story. I don't know. I remember hearing about it once from a YouTube video, I think with an interview with the devs or something. But I can't remember what it is for the life of me. My Hollow Knight, this is kind of off topic. My Hollow Knight videos keep getting a bunch of views. Like the one, A Bridge Too Far, got like over 300. And then the Deep Nest one got like 227, I think. Could be wrong about that, but it's close enough. And then Boss Fight Therapy got like 600. I don't know what I'm doing to warrant these views. I've tried to look for a pattern, but at this point I think it's just because it's Hollow Knight, which is fair. Hollow Knight's a great game. And people were saying on the Deep Nest one that they like me being scared and watching me react to Deep Nest for the first time, which is great. But I mean, I literally said it earlier in the video. I am willing to make people entertained at my own expense. So, you know, it's what I asked for. So, what can you really do? Oh, no. I've been looking at other people's streams and seeing all the fancy stream overlays they have and all the things, and it's making me very intimidated. Because when I stream, if you all watch it, which I still haven't figured out a time, I have a feeling it might have to be sometime early, at least for me, early in the morning. Not like super duper early, but I don't know, I have a feeling. Oops. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for. I have a feeling maybe an hour. But, I mean, I see people and they stream for like 6 hours, 7 hours. It's like, how do you do that? I mean, you gotta work up to that. I haven't worked up that. That's not something you just do right off the bat. You have to, streaming, it's tiring. I mean, there's things you gotta do and work up to. I figure maybe 3 hours is what I could stream. Because I've filmed basically for 3 hours before, and at the end of that time, I'm kind of tired and fatigued, so I'm thinking maybe 3 hours is... Nope. I'm thinking 3 hours is maybe the most I could go. But, I mean, we'll see. Live streaming and recording are two different things. I mean, I would be interacting with the chat, assuming anybody actually shows up. But I have faith people do. Worst case scenario, I'll pay off my friends and make them join. But, I mean, someone will show up, at least one person. I have a feeling streaming is going to be different than recording a video. I mean, it just flat out is, because they're two different things. But I don't know how, in terms of which one is, I don't know if harder is the right word, or, I don't know, more tiring, I guess. And like I said, all the scenarios I plan out in my head never actually happen, so it's kind of pointless. But if you know me at all, you know I overthink. And if you know me personally, you know that for a fact, but I think it even comes out in some of my videos that I overthink. Boss Fight Therapy, I think, is a perfect example of me overthinking, because I just flat out did. I mean, welcome to my life. That's me. I overthink all the time. You're welcome. That doesn't apply. The interesting thing about live streaming, too, is I can't edit out all the things, all the weird things I say, all the strange things that happen, all the interruptions. I can't edit out anybody swearing, whether it's from a game or from myself. I was genuinely scared in that Hollow Knight video. That wasn't fake fear. That was real fear. That was genuine, real fear. I was actually scared. Like, you couldn't see me. I did cry. Like, I didn't, like, cry, but, like, there was, my eyes got watery for sure. And if I, like, I paused and just, like, sat there, tears probably would have started flowing. But, like, I was like, I have to say something. I can't just stand here in silence for 10 minutes. But no, it was emotionally not scarring, but I don't know. Emotions happened. I was scared. Like I said, a game has never really done that for me before. And it was a very powerful experience, for sure. And I do see why you would want to see other people's reactions. And I am curious how other people reacted to it for the first time. Now, I was actually playing more Hollow Knight. I'm really excited to go back to it. Like I said, it was terrifying, and I'd never forgive Team Cherry. But I am actually really excited to go and play it again. I did a little bit of exploring. Nothing spoilery, but I just wanted to get more familiar with the area, because, my god, it is a maze a maze. Do you switch when I get close to you? That's what I want to know. I don't know when the hand switches, because sometimes it's been like 3, sometimes it's been 2, sometimes it's just 1. I don't exactly know where or when you switch. Obviously, I'm supposed to hit the heart, I guess, is what it's supposed to be. Even though we already had a heart. But I think the emphasis in terms of continuing the body theme is more about the hands than the heart. So obviously I have to hit it. But I don't know if, because the timing seems really slim on this. I don't know if it's a thing where you're supposed to wait, or you just have to get that narrow timing. I really don't know. Also, it didn't hit. So am I just not lined up properly? Do I need to be, like, super lined up? Or is it just being blocked? Because I feel like that, and a couple other times it's like, normally that would hit. Am I just supposed to be deadly accurate with this bow? I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I think it's going to get harder the longer... So I think I kind of need to lead the hand away. And then... Because if I lead the hand away, then it takes longer for the other hand to go back and protect the heart. Wait, does it switch if I get, like, too far? Like, does the hand switch when I go to one side and so it has to switch to the other hand to try and hit me? I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to that, but we can test that right now. So, like I'm saying, if... Okay, so it's hitting me with this hand, right? So if I go to this side, it does. Okay. So, because the hands technically aren't attached, but if you imagine if this thing had arms, if, you know, I'm off to the left and it tries to hit me, but then I go over to the right, it has to switch to the other hand, even though it doesn't have arms, but it does switch hands, like if it did have arms. Okay. Interesting. I do wonder if I can aim for it from the side. I'm going to test that. If I'm over here. I figured that could happen. I didn't really think about it, but that makes a lot of sense that it can. I don't hate this game. I think, it's like I said, it's not my type of game. But, I mean, you know, they say like, oh, you shouldn't play it if you're not enjoying it. But, I don't know. I also don't want it to be a waste of money, because I did pay for this game. And... No. But also, I mean, it costs, like, I don't know, $10? I think, or I don't know how much it cost. But I also got it on sale. So I didn't buy it full price. Which is kind of counterintuitive if you want to support someone, and then you're like, oh, I want to give you the least money available. But also, I'm poor, okay? No. Yeah, that is really tricky. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess this is trial and error. Also, I do have to live up to my previous things, where I did defeat 3 bosses in one video, which I didn't expect to do, because I only beat 2 the first go-around. But we'll see. We'll see if I can beat this thing. I have a feeling maybe not. But I don't know that. Oh, that was the wrong way. Had I been aiming forward, I might have been able to get that. Maybe. Ooh, okay. I'm trying to think of new strategies, which, like I've talked about before, I repeat myself a lot. Can you tell? When I'm doing something and then I don't see progress, I get frustrated. But for some reason, I'm not actually angry. I don't exactly know why. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm in a good mood. Maybe it's because, I don't know, I just had food. Maybe it's because, I don't know, there's good music. I really don't know. I don't know. What do you want from me? I am super excited about streaming, though. I'm super nervous, but excited. I think it's a good nervousness. I just don't want to embarrass myself. That's all I want. I don't care about anything else. And I also don't want to screw anything up either. Because if you know me, I can screw up things like no one's business and not even intend it. Oops. I made brownies once. Every single step along the way, I screwed up in some way, or it didn't go right. It took me forever to figure out where the ingredients were in the store. I got the ingredients out fine. But then mixing stuff started to happen, and like the chocolate wouldn't melt properly. And then I followed the recipe, what I thought was a tea, but it didn't work. And so then we had to go and we had to look up stuff online, and then we figured out, oh, you're supposed to do this, and then it worked. But then you had to prepare the sheet, and the pan we wanted wasn't, or the pan we had wasn't the one I wanted, and so you put them in the fridge. Oh no, because we had to bake them, and then the baking didn't go right. Like, it was still way too soft, and it wasn't doing what it was supposed to, and it felt like it needed like 30 more minutes more than the recipe said. And then we put them in the fridge, and then it stuck to the foil, and so we had to peel it. And like the foil and the brownies started mixing together, so you had to dissect some of the brownies to try and get all the bits of foil out. So it was a nightmare. They tasted amazing, actually. That's not a joke. These are some of the best brownies I've ever had, and I don't like brownies. I really don't. But I loved these. These were amazing. It was a great recipe. And they turned out great, and everyone loved them. Because I brought them to a party. I don't know if it was a party or was it Thanksgiving. I don't know. Some social gathering. You know, when I used to go to those. I brought these, and everyone did indeed like them. Nope. Oh, no. And I'm dead. Okay. Well, that would have been cool if I lived, but I guess I just won't. But the point of the brownie story is that every single thing that could went wrong. But I guess the moral is it still turned out amazing. So maybe it's like just push through kind of deal, but I don't know. I think that's a little stupid, and it's maybe just a story about baking brownies. If someone who overthinks things is telling you you're overthinking it, you have a problem. They were really good brownies though. I do want to make them again someday. Maybe they won't go as bad, and maybe they will, but I'll be prepared this time at the least. That was the wrong button. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't think we're gonna beat this boss this video. So sorry it's just kind of a boring video. Unless you consider me talking about literally anything is entertaining. I hope it is. But I can't make you, well, I can't decide for you whether you're entertained or not, and I can't force you to be entertained. So if you find this amazing and entertaining, great, I'm really glad. If you find it boring, I'm really sorry. It's always interesting starting a new series, because I don't know how long this one's gonna last, and I never do. But Hollow Knight and Don't Starve were definitely the mainstays of my channel. If you look at all, like, the views, it's from those two series. Any new series I start, I don't think is going to get nearly the amount of views. At least if it's games like this, where they're not wildly popular and not too many people have heard of them. Where everyone's heard of Hollow Knight, and a lot of people, I think, I'm sure everybody's heard of Don't Starve. I mean, not that they're necessarily, it's a game they necessarily like, but you've heard of it. I mean, everyone's heard of Don't Starve or Don't Starve Together. They're familiar with it. And so, like, games like this are just, not that they're bad games necessarily, but no one, well, not no one, but I mean, for Crotel, for instance, like, no one's really heard of it, I feel. I've never seen anything about it. I haven't seen any videos, any, like, streams. I just saw it on, like, by chance on Steam, and it was, like, $1, and I was like, okay. And so, obviously, that's not going to get too many views, because it's old. No, it's not that it's old. I don't know how old it was, but I mean, just no one's heard of it. Whereas this, it's not. It's a good game, and I think people do like it, but it is older, and you know, people don't have. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to be mean, but this is one of those games where it comes out and then people talk about it for a little bit, and then it kind of gets forgotten. Whereas there's other games like Hollow Knight where it's just so big that people never really stop talking about it. But I mean, especially because Silksong's coming out sometime. Who knows when? But so that has people still hopeful. Like, for instance, I looked at, Reddit recently did the R Place thing again. And so I was looking at that, and there was quite a bit of Hollow Knight things in there. There was a lot. And so it's still widely popular even all these years later, because this came out like what, 2017, I think. So it's not forgotten by any means, and it shouldn't be, because it is really great. It's really fun. I'm enjoying it so much. Every time I stop filming, I have to make myself stop filming. I just want to keep playing, and then there's many times I have to resist the urge not to play when I'm not recording it, because I've done that a few times where I've done stuff off camera and people are like, hey, don't, and I was like, oh, but it's so fun. And mostly it's just farming for Geo, but I can't help, you know, sometimes you find secrets and you're like, oh, do I, you know, film this? Do I save this for later, or do I just do it now? And, you know, and I don't know. That's a question still I haven't fully answered yet, but I think mostly what I'm going to do is just, unless I'm farming for Geo, I think everything I'm going to do is on camera. Because there's sometimes I'm just playing it just for fun, and mostly just farming for Geo. But, you know, you find a secret and it's like, okay, well, I turn my screen capture on, and then I do capture this, but, I mean, I'm not in the position to make a video on it at that moment in time, so it's not like I can turn my mic on and commentate over it. You know, also, it's like, okay, well, if I did do a screen capture, what's the point? Because when am I ever going to... Oh, that was so close. Can I get my arrow back, or is it stuck behind that? No. We are somehow still alive. I had to say something. I just had to. It's a thing, because I do the screen capture, but there's times where I feel like it's pointless, because it's like, am I ever going to edit this into a video? Am I really going to sit down and then do a voiceover over this and then commentate on it? I don't know. I'm also excited for streaming. Going back to this, I don't know, it's just super relevant, so I keep talking about it. I'm excited because I feel like some of my videos, I just want to talk about whatever. This one being one of them. It's like, I don't know, I just want to talk and chat and kind of chill. And I feel like streaming is great for that. And that's something I can really utilize when I start live streaming, because it's like, I don't know, I don't really want to, I don't have anything particular in mind. I don't have set goals. I just kind of want to, you know, hang out and do stuff. I feel like that's much better in the streaming environment than the YouTube environment. But not like just chatting necessarily. Like, I'd play a game while doing it. That felt... Here's a question. Do I have to stay alive? Because in games like these, there are times where you can, like, kill the boss, but you end up dying. And I wonder if this is one of those games where it's forgiving in that or not. Like, if I killed this thing, but then one of the hands crushed me, does it let me live, or when I come back, will it still be here and make me do it again? That's a question I have. No, I'm dead. I should have rolled. I should have rolled. Can you hear my clicky? Oh, looking at the audio. Yeah, you can hear that. Yeah, I don't know if I cut it out. I can't remember for time. In one of my videos, I mentioned that I got this new keyboard, and I was apologizing because I said the keyboard would not be as loud. And here we are. The keyboard is actually louder than my old one, but it has the clicky, and I like the clicky. Because I talked about it. I just don't remember if it made it into a video. Because I very well could be repeating myself. If I am, I'm sorry. Yes. There we go. Oh. It's dead. Okay. That is a great place to end this video off. I didn't think we'd actually do it, but I managed. And I'm not angry. I do like this game. And it is, dare I say, fun. No, it is. I am enjoying it. Just, because the controls do feel good. It's not like... Yeah, I'm more mad at my skill than anything, or frustrated at my skill and the difficulty than bad controls, per se. Because if this game had bad controls, it would be a much different story. But Acid Nerve, they make good stuff. So, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I killed another Titan. Way to go, me. Like I said, this is going to be a very busy week. And then 3 videos will come out this week, and then at least 1 stream. And then next week, I'm going to try and post 3 videos. No streams, because I'll be away, obviously. But I'm going to try and get 3 videos out by then. But we will see what's going to happen. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Who knows what'll happen. But that's future me problem. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I think I said that in the wrong order. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. I need to drink water. I have a water bottle. Oops. Listen to these hydration noises. Aren't those lovely? New ASMR channel coming out never.